Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Previously, things came to kind of a head, almost. We managed to prove that Dogen and his dog Anubis are not the killer. And now, we're going to use Gumshoe's secret weapon, Mr. Analysis, to, analyze the video footage from earlier. Hopefully we can prove what exactly happened for real in this. It's just so weird. The dog dragged the unconscious body to Dogen, No, that wasn't what happened. The dog dragged the corpse to Dogen, I think it was. But Dogen insists he didn't kill him. After all, the bell, the telltale bell, only two exist in the world, that was on the murder weapon, but it was previously confiscated and Dogen didn't possess it, so he couldn't have been the killer. It's pretty interesting, so let's take a look at this video here. Use Mr. Analysis to examine any suspicious part of the video, sir. This is the video from the detention center's camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. If that wasn't the case, then what does it show? Is the person in this video really Knightley? And what is the true form of the black silhouette attacking this person? I should check the video and try to find the answers to these two questions. There could be unexpected things in unexpected places, so be sure to check every nook and cranny of the video, sir. Oh God, he said it. So many nooks and crannies. So... we examine the corners, I see. Well, actually, I want to look... Let's see. Let's rewind to the start. Okay, that's the start. Now let's zoom. You can go frame by frame here. The controls are a bit weird. I was trying to go to the next frame. Maybe I'll find something if I make use of the zoom feature. Yeah. What is it, A? Okay, it is A. So we can look frame by frame. Oh, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while. Okay, let's just play. Okay, he should be starting to be attacked now. So we'll go frame by frame. Boy, that is really good clarity, isn't it? Wait, did Knightley have two pockets on his chest like that? I forget. So he bends down he reacts to some sort of danger. He turns around. The attack comes from behind him. What is that? Oh. That's way too small to be Anubis. My God, is that J. Elbert's bear? This is... I fear we have made a grave miscalculation. This animal, this silhouette, no matter how you look at it, it is not a dog. This animal is... a bear. From the silhouette, I'd say the animal is not a dog, but a bear. So then, in that photo I took, those footprints must have belonged to this bear, yes. Oh. Well, did you say a bear? Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. Now that we know this black shadow isn't a dog, but a bear, there's there's a good possibility that the man being attacked is not Knightley. Whatever can show that this man isn't Knightley should be somewhere in the video, wouldn't it, sir? Since his face is not visible, it would be difficult to get direct confirmation. However, perhaps there is something indirectly reflected. Something reflected? Hey, isn't there a mirror in the cell, sir? Wow, they just spelled it out for you, huh? So we'll take a look here. Wait for it. Let's rewind a few frames. And zoom. Enhance. So you can see he's being attacked. Okay, that's just his body. He's reacting to being attacked. Wait, what if this is J. Elbert in a stolen uniform, and the bear attacked him because he didn't know it was his owner, and he's the unconscious guard, and everyone thinks that Knightley attacked this poor guard, but no, it was a bear attack that knocked him unconscious. Hold on. Hello? Okay, it's been a while since anything showed up on the mirror. Let's play. There. Enhance. That's a police cap. A reflection of this person can be seen in this mirror. Is that a cap on his head? Actually, it looks kind of like the caps the prison guards wear, sir. You don't think it was a guard who was attacked? Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal? Well, humans count as animals. No, not that I've heard, sir. Then it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform. I see. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. It is the stolen uniform.
Take that!
There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise for the purpose of a prison escape. Disguised as a guard? That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Speaking of prison escapes. Indeed, that person certainly was successful. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley. But it's his cell after all. Why would it be anyone else? That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed. It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video. It seems it is time to answer that question. Just who is the person in this video? The person in this video is... I wonder what happens if you say Justine. Probably gonna be really funny, but who cares?
Take that!
The person wearing the guard's uniform is the escaped prisoner, J. Elbert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. But the bear here is black. We have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bear became black is the mud. The mud packs. It turns the animals black. Oh! Is that the best thing I have to show for that? Yeah, I think it is.
Take that!
Think back to Frank Sawitt's testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud on this glove come from? That's the mud from my mud packs. At the time, I was practicing applying my mud packs. Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animals' bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud. During the animal show, Mr. Savitt was applying mud packs to the animals. So then, among those animals, was this polar bear, yes. Prosecutor Edgeworth, there is a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage... Judge Courtney, you are quite right. Savitt used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light. A new contradiction? Okay, do you know when this footage was taken? It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it at around 9 a.m. In that case, you should notice something strange about this video. Huh? What's strange about it? The strange thing that contradicts the time this video was taken is... My god, the timestamp. Enhance. That's 3 hours too early.
Take that!
The time Savitt covered the polar bear in mud was around 9 a.m., which means this video should also have been taken at 9 a.m. However, the timestamp reads 6 a.m. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Dogan in the special cell. Savitt in the workroom applying his mud packs. And the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, J. Elbert. Elbert left the polar bear in Savitt's care and entered the secret tunnel. Puppy. Look at that little guy. However, the bear escaped from Savitt and followed after its owner. And just as he was chasing after the escaped bear, Savitt happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. If Savitt's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken at around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours. Why would the timestamp be off like that? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards and... It seems the camera's power was cut off for a moment, throwing off the timestamp. What? If there was a 3-hour-long blackout, that's a lot of time to finagle with the electric fence. The camera is an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well. In that case, this means the camera's power was cut for 3 hours. Well. While I'm at it, I've got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Knightley denied stealing the key, right? It seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but... Knightley testified I was knocked out too. That may not necessarily be a lie. My, there you all are. Talk about a packed room. Making progress in your investigation. Can I be of any help? Actually, Warden Roland, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, J. Elbert, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here is the proof. The person visible in the security video is Elbert, so perhaps he's still in this very building. Come to think of it, did Mr. Elbert have a bracelet like the other prisoners? The bracelet would have been concealed under the uniform sleeves. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All he would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison. That's right. So if he didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be J. Elbert? Oh, Rocky! Stop it! What are you doing? It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us. No! Rocky, this is all your fault. The little guy loves you so much it's enviable. Right then, seize him at once. Wait, there's something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary if we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him. Understood. What do you want out of me? Elbert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell, so it's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. Alright, here we go. Kind of weird that he kind of just slipped back into his other clothes, but what can you do? So it was you guys? You were the ones who found my secret tunnel. Took me ages to dig that. The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me. But he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. Huh. Damn, if only you guys hadn't shown up. If only Knightley hadn't died. You say you dug the tunnel. What did you use to dig it? Ah, that. Just hammers, spoons, stuff like that. I bought them from the supplier. It was all for nothing. No need to lose your temper. There's always next time. On the day of the incident, it's possible that Elbert met Knightley while he was alive. I'll have to listen to his testimony carefully. Let's press everything. So it was you guys? You were the ones who found my secret tunnel? You... Shut up. What's with that hold it, punk? You say you... What's it to you? You know how long it took me to dig that? I had to beg the supplier for those tools. Day after day, I slaved away. Give me back my hard work. Give it back, you son of a... I can't get a word in edgewise. You can't just go around discovering people's holes. Okay. Oh god, it's funnier the longer I look at it. Take it away. Oh, I am 5 years old. Oh boy. Whew. Okay. Okay, I'm good, I swear. Okay. Okay. Took me ages to dig that. So you dug that hole alone? You're damn right I did. Could a tunnel like that really be dug by one person? Wow, Oh, such a wasted effort. Kid like you wouldn't understand. Never rely on others, never let others see you. Those are the rules we live by in here. Well, as a great thief, I kinda see where you're coming from. Okay, don't agree with him. Oh, no, I was just joking. Well, I wasn't. Damn, how did it come to this? The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise.
Hold it!
Did you obtain the guard's uniform from the supplier too? Yeah, that's right. I seem to got it by threatening a guard. That guy went and stole it from someone's locker. So, when you went through the tunnel, you were already dressed like a guard. No, to ensure that the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud, I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out the cell doors was simple. And that's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me. Oh, yeah, the mud-covered animal would stain the clothes. It'd be way too suspicious. That must be the moment the security camera captured. I see. Could you add that to your testimony? Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out the cell doors was simple.
Hold it!
Getting out the cell door was simple, you say? Yeah, compared to going through the tunnel, it was very simple. You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well. What's so wrong about that? Sure, I've been to the detention center too. In that case, he should have known about it from the start. When Knightley was in his cell, the door would have been locked, which means there was one piece of evidence Albert needed to escape. Then Rocky followed after me.
Hold it!
When did you first realize he was following you? When I got out of the tunnel, just when I thought I pulled it off. Damn. Didn't you notice anything when you entered the tunnel? He wasn't there at the time. I knew he would follow me if he was around. This is my chance, I thought. Just my luck, damn it. Such harsh words. Poor Rocky. I can't help it. Today was his fault too. Just like yesterday, always clinging onto me. He was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell.
Hold it!
You didn't consider just making a run for it. I would have if I could, but the mud would have given me away. It's not like I'd get another chance like this. So I had to proceed with caution. In the end, he was exposed by his own bear. It's possible that Albert met Knightley before he died. I should listen to his testimony carefully and review the evidence. Escape was simple. On the contrary, you needed keys. They were stolen and their location is unknown.
Objection!
You say it was simple getting through the cell door. Yeah, that's right. Got a problem with that, huh? Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How did you intend to unlock the cell door? J. Albert, you had the key to Knightley's cell. I ain't got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there.
Objection!
Indeed, the cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then. The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it. Yes, That was during the animal show, before Knightley's death was known. And the cell door was locked, because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Knightley's cell, your escape would have been impossible.
Grog!
That means it can't be. It's exactly what you think. In the case of the stolen key, the culprit is J. Elbert. You were the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? The guard, and Knightley too, in order to steal the cell key. Wow, that pan was so good. We've seen this image before. Oh, the reveal, so cool. It wasn't me. I don't know any Knightley.
Objection!
After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. Then you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. That was just before Knightley's death became known. In other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. Don't screw with me. If you don't have evidence, I'll still win by decision. Besides, it was that Knightley guy who attacked the guard, right?
Objection!
I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Knightley was the victim. This proves Knightley was the victim who was attacked in his cell. His blood was found in the cell.
Take that!
In Knightley's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof Knightley was attacked in his cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you?
Grog!
Damn. I never thought you'd find the bloodstain I wiped away with the newspaper. Why would you go through all the trouble of wiping the bloodstain? On the hands of Knightley and the guard, there were obvious signs of a scuffle, you know. If the bloodstains were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attacker. And if anyone looked around the bed, the tunnel I dug would be discovered. So you were trying to buy more time for your escape attempt. But I'm afraid to say your plan still ended in failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Knightley's cell.
Whoa! Grog!
Oh. How'd he do that? KO. No way. How can an amateur like you knock me out? Here, got the keys right here. Where is he hiding those? Maybe in his hole? Hold it. If you have that key, then that means... That's right, Judge Courtney. You reasoned that Knightley stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Keyes' cage and was moved to the workroom. However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed. Ah! How? I see. In that case, there is only one person who could have moved Knightley. The criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel. Hey, are you suggesting... J. Elbert, you're under arrest, pal. Wait, I didn't do nothing. Sure, I knocked out those two guys, then I stole the keys. After that, I waited for the perfect time to enter that guy's cell. But the cell was empty then, there was no dead body either. And also, how could I have got into the workroom? Couldn't even leave my own cell, right? It's true you only had the key to Knightley's cell. But there is also Dogen's dog. What? It'd be possible for the dog to carry the body from the cell to the workroom. I see, so you're saying there was an accomplice. The crime would have been possible if Elbert and Dogen were working together. It's perfectly plausible. Somehow, Elbert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. And then the dog must have carried it to the workroom. Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, J. Elbert. What if there was another route that you didn't know about? There couldn't have been. The tunnel is a straight path, is it not? Yeah, seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. I only dug halfway up the corridor. What? You mean to say that you didn't dig the entire tunnel? When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there. There was a tunnel linking my cell to the well. Looking down the well from the courtyard, there's no mistaking it. They've always been connected. I just continued the tunnel with my digging. What was that hole doing there in the first place? Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape. Or maybe the animals dug it. Maybe they wanted to drink from the well. That's highly doubtful. There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Wait a minute. And that's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent. Uh-huh. A nice scent. I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet like candy. Uh-huh. The scent. I believe we've come across it before. We know the scent from mud packs, right? The mud packs smell sweet? Hold on. Where's the chisel? Am I being dumb? I think it's the mud. I think it's the mud. Oh. No, the body has a sweet scent.
Take that!
Knightley's body was giving off a sweet, candy-like scent. We used the police dog to track that scent, and that led us to discover the tunnel. By any chance, could this be the same scent as the well? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel. Exactly. And, J. Elbert, you are the only one who could have used the tunnel. Thank you, Mr. Elbert. I am very grateful to you. At last the truth comes to light. Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To being an accomplice, I mean? Don't tell me even you suspect me too? Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have come to the same conclusion. Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Elbert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley. What? I thought she was about to say Simon Keyes. What? An accomplice to Knightley?
Hold it!
The hell? What do you mean? Mr. Elbert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys. What? You would see Mr. Elbert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation. Negotiation? For Mr. Knightley's escape plan to work, he would have needed the keys to his cell. So Mr. Elbert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Elbert to escape, he needed to get to Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. This is ridiculous. Knightley was a fresh, newly arrived person at the detention center. There's no way you could have formulated a plan with J. Elbert beforehand. What's more, you already hypothesized, Courtney, that Knightley had concocted a plan with keys to sneak out of the jail cell and into a cage. That your new plan requires that Knightley was counting on pure happenstance to have the keys delivered to him. This doesn't make any sense. And so they negotiated. I didn't negotiate nothing. Oh, you still intend to deny it? I see. So in other words, we're back where we started. Mr. Elbert opened the cell door, and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Keyes' cage. And then he was moved into the prison. Of course, and then he was killed in the prison workroom.
Objection!
Weren't you listening? The scent on the body shows it must have been moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from the detention center through the tunnel. Please wait until someone is finished before speaking. I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel. What? You don't? The scent shows that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that does not mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? That sure sounds like a contradiction to me. Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there. The courtyard? Oh, the well in the courtyard. Mr. Keyes carried the cage not to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard and his body was dropped down the well. And then, the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogan's dog. Now, there's one thing I'd like you all to remember. Before the body was discovered, what was happening in the courtyard? The animal show, right? Regina and Simon were there. Oh, wait, Simon? Oh! I see you understand. Who then dropped the body down the well? Judge Courtney. She's a tough opponent. Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions. Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom, but to the courtyard. And Mr. Keyes was off stage for 15 minutes. This was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that.
Objection!
Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say the body was dropped down the well. That didn't have to be done during the show. It could have happened at a different time. Unfortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible. What? When the show started, Mr. Elbert was in the tunnel on his way to the cell block. Mr. Elbert, at that time, did you happen to see a body in the tunnel? Nope, nothing like that. So So if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Elbert would have seen it. However, he has stated he did not see a body. Oh, now you're taking him for his word? So it is impossible to think the body was dropped before the show. And after the show, the body was discovered in the workroom. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes. Yeah! Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do? If the body was moved through the well, that does put Mr. Keyes at a major disadvantage. However, the notion that the body was moved through the well is only a hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence. I am obligated to recognize that fact. Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard once more? I give my approval in the name of the goddess of law. Oh, another investigation phase. Interesting. Reinvestigating the courtyard. I fear this may be our final chance. Also, wow, this is the most amount of characters on screen ever. We got Roland, her little fox pet, Shields, Kay, Gumshoe, Edgeworth, Dogan, Anubis, Courtney, what was the bear's name? The bear, J. Elbert, and, what's his face? Oh, what? What? Fire! It could be another prison break, pal. Should we evacuate? Everyone, please remain calm. This is just the signal for the evening meal. It's a little loud, so I can understand why you'd be surprised. It sure scared me. I'm terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your posts. J. Elbert, it's also time for you to return to your room. I got it. Let's go, Rocky. Oh, right, Rocky. I've never seen a Rocky film. Like, all I really know about the Rocky franchise is that, like, in the 4th or 5th one, there's a robot in it. And I'm like, haha, yeah, you jumped that shark. Warden Roland, we will be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation. Isn't it time for you to go home as well, Mr. Edgeworth? It looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this another time? But the investigation. Today's been a big day, right? With the escaped prisoner and all. So I'm afraid I can't let outsiders like you loiter around any longer. This is my decision as the warden of this prison. Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can be called the law of the prison. Prosecutor Edgeworth, this means we will have to carry out our investigation another day. Until then, you may hold on to your prosecutor's badge. And with that, I leave you. Now, I think it's time you all left. Well, it looks like we'll have to continue the investigation tomorrow. Knightley's body was dropped down the well and was carried to the workroom from Mr. Elbert's cell. This is Judge Courtney's logic, but is it correct? And Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keyes transported him, but was Mr. Keyes really the only one with a chance to move him? Mr. Edgeworth, let's do our best tomorrow. We have to save Simon, no matter what. Indeed, I agree. I must prove Mr. Keyes' innocence without fail. Wow. Fascinating. God, who knows what could have been tampered with overnight? Like, Roland is my number one suspect, honestly. Mostly on a hunch. And the way she's so eager to get everyone out of the prison, it rubs me the wrong way, man. The courtyard. Depending on what we find here, the entire incident could become clear. However, there's nothing left here. Yesterday... Oh, my stomach just growled. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything today. I'm hungry. Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom. Yeah, that's a bit weird, considering there's a covering on the well. Could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes. Was the body dropped down the well or not? This could be the decisive clue that we need to reach the truth of the matter. Before I continue with the investigation, I should organize my evidence. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Oh! Ooh, I need to take a look. Hello. Everything looks the same here. Everything looks the same here. Or... No, wait. I remember the security gate was on, like, the third page. Huh. Interesting. Wow, so the bells are gonna come back up again later, huh? Huh. Well, let's see here. Hey, there's a grate here. The well has run dry after all. They even put a lock on it. Lockpicking is one of my specialties, wanna see? There is absolutely no need for you to show off. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Whoa. What happened, Kay? The lock is broken. Judging from the looks of it, it feels like it was broken some time ago. Huh. So the lock was broken. This means that anyone could have dropped the body down this well. According to Judge Courtney's reasoning, Mr. Keyes murdered Knightley in the courtyard. And then, during the show, he disposed of the body in the well. You think so? Did he really use the well to move the body? Oh, I know. Let's get Missile to help us out again. He should be able to track the scent of the body. Good idea. Let me contact Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe here. Detective, I have a favor to ask of you. We would like for you to bring Missile to the prison courtyard. Sounds like you need the help of one of my 7 secret weapons again, huh, sir? I thought Missile belonged to the police department. And also, I would like for you to contact a witness. Please contact Regina Barry of the Barry Big Circus and bring her here. Roger that, sir. I'll bring them over in a flash. So, what should we do while we wait for Gummy? How about some hide and seek? What are you talking about, Kay? There's nowhere to hide here. I don't think that is the issue. Kay, during times like this, isn't it your turn to shine? Oh, that! You want me to recreate the crime scene? Hey, I was wondering if they'd bring this back. Huh? How do you do that?
See for yourself. The great thief's secret weapon, Little Thief.
Whoa, what's that? Screens floating in midair? Just what are you doing, Kay?
I'm entering the information needed for the simulation.
Mr. Shields, this Little Thief is a tool that can recreate a crime scene based on the information it is given.
Should I set it for how this place was like when we came here yesterday?
Yes, I believe they were in the middle of taking down the set. We didn't pay enough attention to the well, so it's possible we may have missed a clue.
Leave it to me. I took a picture of the place too. There, and there. Data entry complete. Now to set the projection to maximum output. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now, witness the true power of the real modern-day Robin Hood.
What? What just happened?
I recreated the courtyard from yesterday based on the information I entered. This was the tool the previous Yatagarasu used. It's a device to run simulations to practice stealing things.
But used in this manner, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
Oh, but it's still only a recreation based on what information we have. I can't recreate what I don't have information for, and if my information is incorrect, the recreation could come out strange too.
In this case, since Kay had the photo, there should be no problems. Now, let's begin the investigation. Right on.
Since it's a recreation, you can examine things just like you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction.
Yes, I know. First, I should start with that well. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I see a tarp, some winches, and a rope. In fact, there's a pulley at the very top of the well. Oh, I'm thinking the rope evidence was in fact used here. Maybe to gently lower the body? Huh. We have the elephant, we have the wicker basket, crates. Okay, the stuff in front of the well is definitely the most suspicious things. Well, good to see all this back. I suppose next time we'll begin by talking to everyone first, and then looking around for evidence. Huh. God, I wonder what Regina Barry is going to have to say. But man, overall, the well just seems so exposed. I feel like anyone sitting in the crowd, like in this chair right here, or even here even, will be able to look and see, like, hey, what's going on with the well? Something weird's going over there. Like, oh, jeez, phone call. That scared me. My phone's laying on my desk, so the vibration really made a loud noise. Yeah, I didn't even recognize the number. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure where this is going, but I can tell something big is going to happen. And what's more, the warden's office. We have yet to see into the warden's friggin' office. Arrgh, let me in there. Let me in there. I need in. Anyway, I don't think I have too much more to say. other than I believe that J. Elbert is innocent. I don't think he killed anyone. Assaulted people, yes, absolutely, but kill anyone, no. But then who else could it be? I mean, there's always Patricia Rowland. She's suspect number 1 as far as I'm concerned. I can't think. I'm too hungry. I need to go get some food, so I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.